So yesterday was a busy day. If you were a Halo fan, the big news is that future Halo titles will reportedly be using the Unreal Engine, which was rumoured briefly a few months ago as being the engine used for the Tatanka Battle Royale rumoured mode. From what I've heard, it seems like the studio was divided into half of the staff wanting to use the Sleep Space engine going forward, and the other half wanting to switch to Unreal. I imagine the people trying to push Slipspace were the higher-ups and senior roles that have been at 343 for a longer amount of time, while the people pushing Unreal were likely the junior to middleweight staff who have more experience with a commercial engine like Unreal and think that they can push their skills to the limit easier using something that they are more familiar with, rather than using an engine which was seemingly duct taped together by contractors who are in a rush. I do agree with the switch for productivity purposes, familiarity, better work-life balance for the staff, and just an all-round easier development going forward. It would take much less time to train somebody to use Unreal than it would to use an entirely new engine like Slipspace. My only concern with Unreal is that a lot of shooter titles made using the engine tend to end up quite similar, feeling and looking very much the same, as a result of the huge plethora of assets that you get with Unreal out of the box, and things such as Quixel, which are photorealistic megascans of real-life objects being used in games. 343 should still actively make new assets entirely for the game and not use the out-of-the-box Unreal stuff to make sure that they look and feel different to every other imposter syndrome title that comes out of Unreal on the market. The physics is also very important. Halo has a very distinguished physics engine. I'm not sure how difficult it will be for them to perfect that Halo feel in Unreal. It could be as simple as simply importing their scripts into the Unreal Engine if everything is physics-based. However, I know that 343 are still using remnants of an engine that was made over 20 years ago, so this might be a hard task. Quick interruption, if you could feast your eyes on the screen if you weren't already doing so. This is my shooter project. It's called CrossPlanet. It is heavily inspired by the idea of Halo going third person. It's a free-to-play multiplayer shooter for PC. Hopefully it will come to consoles as well. And it is in active development with a hopeful release of either the end of this year or the beginning of next year. It's available to wishlist on Steam, and we have several playtests throughout the year. So if you have any interest in this, then go wishlist on Steam. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, all that social media stuff, and you can join our Discord as well. So yeah, just mentioning that, and back to the video. There are also rumours that the Tatanka mode is expanding from not only one mode, Battle Royale, to also having other modes and becoming maybe an entirely new Halo experience, basically a new game in itself. Which leads me to believe that 343 could be trying to cut their losses with Infinite over the next couple of years and have one last effort at making the big Halo title we all want to see with this Unreal project, rather than trying to continue with the 10-year plan that they initially stated they had for Infinite. It seems that 343 and Halo are doing a complete refresh. New staff, new engine, new management, and a new game maybe. This is a common thing with 343 Industries. Every time they release a product, Halo 4, MCC, Halo 5, Halo Infinite, they leave a small team to focus on those games, and then the rest of the team completely does a fresh restart and goes through several changes. Hopefully this time they get it right, with the key difference being that change of management finally. Pierre, the guy now in charge of Halo Infinite and 343 going forward, was the guy who saved MCC. Obviously, the other developers in the back contributed a lot to that, but he was the managerial position that directed the fixes and ran the studio for that time in order to fix the abysmal product that was MCC. So yeah, hopefully they get it right. I'm hopeful. This is probably the biggest change that 343 has made since they were formed. So hopefully this is a sign of good things to come. That is all. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment below, subscribe, all that stuff. We are 9 subscribers away from 1,400, and I've gained 125 subscribers in January, which is the most amount of subscribers I've ever gained in 1 month. So thank you. I also got 35,000 views, which is also the most amount of views I've ever got in a month, and 1,000 watch hours in 1 month as well, which means that if my channel keeps at its current pace, I will be able to be a YouTube partner in 4 months' time, which is incredible. So once again, yeah, thanks for all that, and stay tuned. Peace.